Linus?
Bust in there, act like you are LAP la la.
He cannot speak English.
1. The Blade Runner, Tears in Rain, monologue. Rutger Hauer's haunting final words in Blade Runner. All those moments will be lost in time, like Tears in Rain, weren't written by any screenwriter. He made them up the night before shooting. Originally, the script had pages of cold, mechanical dialogue. Hauer decided his dying replicant should go out as something more human than human.
All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain.
He rewrote the speech, delivered it in a single breathtaking take, and stunned the crew into silence. It gave the film its emotional soul proof that sometimes the best writing comes straight from the actor's heart. Two, Indiana Jones shoots the swordsman. That showdown in Raiders of the Lost Ark was supposed to be a massive choreographed dual whips, flips, and fancy swordplay, but Harrison Ford came down with brutal food poisoning and could barely stand. So instead of fighting, he simply pulled out his gun and shot the swordsman. The reaction from the crowd, laughter, disbelief was so genuine, Spielberg kept it in. It became one of the greatest less is more moments in action movie history. Sometimes, the best fight is no fight at all.
Hey! Now lay your palms flat on that tabletop! If you lift those palms off that turtle shell tabletop, Mr. Pooch is gonna let loose with both barrels of that sawed off.
3. Leonardo DiCaprio's bloody hand in Django Unchained. During the tense dinner scene, DiCaprio slammed his hand down on a table and shattered a real glass. Blood poured out, but he never broke character. He kept going, finishing the scene while his hand dripped onto the tablecloth and even smeared it on Kerry Washington's face. Everyone thought it was part of the act until Tarantino yelled cut. They rushed him to bandage up, but the take was so raw and real it stayed in the film. That's commitment and maybe a bit of method madness. 4. The Joker's slow clap in The Dark Knight. In The Dark Knight, when Gordon gets promoted, Ledger's Joker starts clapping slowly, mockingly, behind the glass of his cell. It wasn't in the script. Ledger just did it, keeping that eerie, unblinking grin the entire time. The rest of the cast froze, unsure whether to stop or keep acting. Christopher Nolan later said it was one of those moments where the room just knew they'd witnessed something special. The applause of chaos itself improvised perfection. 5. Viggo Mortensen's broken toe in The Two Towers. When Aragorn kicks that helmet and screams, that wasn't acting. Viggo actually broke 2 toes. Peter Jackson didn't know until hours later he just thought Mortensen's agony was incredible performance. That take became one of the trilogy's most powerful scenes because it was real pain, not scripted drama. It's a reminder that in Middle-earth, even heroes aren't safe from physics.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
6. Dustin Hoffman's taxi scene in Midnight Cowboy. You know that classic New York line, "I'm walking here," shouted by Dustin Hoffman? That wasn't in the script. A real taxi driver nearly hit them while filming. Hoffman stayed in character, slammed the hood, and barked the line so naturally it felt written by destiny. It captured New York grit better than any screenwriter ever could. And that's how a near accident turned into movie history. 7. The chestburster Chalk in Alien. No one told the Alien cast exactly what was going to happen when John Hurt's chest burst. Ridley Scott wanted genuine terror, so he kept the details secret. When the alien exploded out, blood splattered everywhere. The actors' reactions, screams, gagging, even fainting were 100% real. What was supposed to be special effects turned into one of cinema's most horrifyingly authentic moments. Even today, it's pure nightmare fuel.
Here's Johnny!
8. Jack Nicholson's Here's Johnny in The Shining. Stanley Kubrick's perfectionism was infamous 60 Doors Destroyed for one scene. But when Jack Nicholson finally broke through and yelled, "Here's Johnny," that was completely improvised. He borrowed it from The Tonight Show intro, and Kubrick, who had never seen it, just loved the manic energy. That one ad-lib became the defining moment of Nicholson's career and one of horror's most quoted lines ever. 9. Kate Winslet and Leo get locked out in Titanic. During the "I'm flying" scene, the door to the deck jammed. trapping Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio outside in freezing wind. Instead of cutting, they stayed in character and improvised their lines. The awkward laughter and shivers you see? Totally genuine. James Cameron loved the natural chemistry so much that he used that exact take. Titanic's most romantic moment started as a technical blooper. 10. Richard Gere snaps the necklace in Pretty Woman. That adorable moment where Gere closes the jewelry box on Julia Roberts' fingers wasn't planned at all. He did it as a prank to make her laugh, and her surprise giggle was so genuine, the director yelled, "Keep rolling!" That laugh became the movie's heart playful, innocent, and real. It's a tiny accident that made audiences fall in love with both of them instantly. 11. Brad Pitt's chipped tooth in Fight Club. During one of the rougher fight scenes, Brad Pitt chipped his front tooth. He told the crew not to fix it, said Tyler Durden would want it that way. So, instead of a cosmetic fix, they leaned into it. That imperfect smile became part of the character's chaos. When a real injury fits the role that perfectly, you just roll with it.
Doc!
12. Doc Brown's fall in Back to the Future. While demonstrating the DeLorean's time travel experiment, Christopher Lloyd tripped on a cable and nearly face-planted. But instead of cutting, he played it off with wild, frantic gestures, pure Doc Brown energy. The crew cracked up behind the camera, but it looked so authentic that it made the final cut. After all, who better to trip over his own invention than the eccentric genius who built it?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
13. The Jeans Guy in Gladiator. In the massive chariot battle, eagle-eyed fans spotted something odd. A man in jeans waving in the background. He wasn't an extra. He was a crew member caught in the shot. Ridley Scott later noticed but decided not to digitally erase him, saying, "It adds charm." Somehow, the idea that a guy in Levi's wandered into ancient Rome makes the movie even better.
Take over. Need to hit.
14. The Stormtrooper. Bonk in Star Wars. When a stormtrooper hits his head on a Death Star doorway, that wasn't acting, that was pain. George Lucas thought it was hilarious and left it in, even adding a bonk sound effect in later versions. That stumble humanized the faceless soldiers in a galaxy far, far away. To this day, it's a fan-favorite blooper that proves even the Empire has bad days. 15. The lineup laughter in The Usual Suspects. The police lineup scene was supposed to be dead serious, but one of the actors kept breaking wind between takes, and the cast couldn't hold it together. Kevin Spacey and Benicio del Toro were laughing so hard that Bryan Singer finally gave up and used the take. The result? A scene that looks like genuine rebellious chemistry because it was.
Do you like apples?
Yeah.
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
16. How do you like them apples? In Good Will Hunting. That cocky, how do you like them apples? Scene wasn't supposed to be so aggressive. Matt Damon got caught up in the moment, slammed the window so hard it cracked, and kept grinning like it was intentional. The reaction from the extras outside was completely real confusion mixed with surprise. It made the moment legendary and fit Will's impulsive personality perfectly. 17. The melting ice cream in Jurassic Park. During the power outage dinner, Laura Dern and Sam Neill were eating real ice cream that kept melting under hot studio lights. Instead of cutting, Spielberg told them to stay in character and go with it. They started eating faster, improvising lines about flavors while the cameras rolled. That natural conversation added warmth to a tense scene, proof that even melting dessert can create movie gold. 18. Neo's trip in The Matrix. Right before Neo escapes into the phone booth, Keanu Reeves trips on the curb. It wasn't scripted, but the Wachowskis kept it in. They said it made Neo look less like a superhero and more like a real man facing impossible odds. That little stumble made audiences root for him even more. Even The One needs a few takes to find his balance.
Now we're being followed by rocks. Never heard that before. Oh.
19. Jack Sparrow's swagger in Pirates of the Caribbean. Johnny Depp's legendary swagger wasn't rehearsed. It was an accident. He tripped over cables during early tests, stumbled forward, and turned it into part of Jack Sparrow's drunken charm. The crew burst out laughing, and Depp said, "That's it, that's Jack." It became his signature walk, a mix of rock star rhythm and pirate chaos that defined the entire franchise. 20. Stallone's frozen eyelid in Rocky IV. When Stallone filmed the Siberian training montage, the temperature was so cold his eyelid literally froze open. He kept running, shouting, and punching snow with one half-frozen eye. They used that take, and the result looked raw, gritty, and incredibly real. Stallone later joked that the cold taught him more about endurance than any gym ever could.
We've known each other many years, but this is the first time you ever came to me with counsel of how.
21. The cat in The Godfather. In The Godfather's opening scene, Marlon Brando calmly strokes a cat that wasn't in the script. The animal just wandered onto the set, and Brando picked it up mid-take. It started purring so loudly that the sound team had trouble recording his lines, but the image was so powerful they kept it. That cat helped define Don Corleone's chilling calm, gentle hands, ruthless heart.
You see it? What is it? We got it! What is it?
22. We got one! In Ghostbusters, when the Ghostbusters capture their first ghost, Dan Aykroyd shouts, "We got one!" with wild excitement. That energy wasn't scripted, it was real joy. The cast had been exhausted from long nights, and that line burst out naturally. The laughter and chaos that follow, completely genuine. It's the moment the movie's spirit, half comedy, half chaos, came to life for real. And there you have it. Proof that the best movie moments aren't always planned. They're the accidents, the improvisations, the unrepeatable flashes of real emotion that make us believe these stories are alive. A broken toe, a spilled drink, a cat wandering into frame. When everything goes wrong, and the director keeps rolling, that's when the real magic happens. If you liked this video and it brought back memories, you'll love the next one too.